how's this going again? So you're gonna do your new newsletter. And then what else?
Episode 7.
Alright. Really?
Yeah.
This next... Tomorrow?
Tomorrow is episode 6. What we're recording now is episode 7.
Okay. Alright.
Hey.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bug.
Hey, bub. What's going on?
It's episode 7.
Episode 7.
Did you know that?
No, not until you told me.
Episode 7. 7 episodes in, bro.
Wow. Before you know it, we'll be at 50.
50?
Yeah.
100.
100.
Most number one podcast in America.
Number one podcast right here.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Me either.
So, yeah.
So, like...
So, it's like something, or... Welcome back, man.
Thanks.
We're here.
We're here.
Episode 7.
Is
Bubba
it?
and the Bug.
Episode 7.
We have a little bit of a loose structure that we want to start kind of implementing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit more rigidity.
Yeah, I would
in our
say
podcast.
Right. A loose rigidity.
Right.
A loose structure.
Yeah.
Episodes 1 through 5 so far are really like getting to know us, kind of.
Yeah.
Just sort of
Feeling this out.
seeing who we are.
Seeing who we are. That's
Seeing what and who we are. Episode 6, we bring Christian.
Yeah.
He talks a little bit about mountain climbing.
Mountain climbing.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And from here on out, I want to sort of start off with like a news segment.
New segment?
Yeah. It
Okay.
won't always be news. It'll be like a fact or a cool history thing or something in the news that we want to talk about.
Okay.
It's not going to be like your number one news source. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just something that we want to highlight.
Some highlights.
Something we want to provide a little perspective to.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay.
And then we'll have our main segment.
Okay.
Which will be either an interview.
Right.
Or like a story.
Okay.
Or a game.
Okay.
That we play. Right?
Yeah.
Or like your Appalachian Trail sort of series. We can that'll be like kind of like the main chunk of content for the episode.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we want to end with an interaction segment where that's the spot in the episode where we answer the viewers' questions.
Okay.
Or we address some of their comments.
Okay.
Or we just kind of like shout out some of our biggest fans.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Because we have fans.
We do have fans already.
A lot of them.
Somebody on the street came up to me and was like, "Hey, aren't you the Bug?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Did really?
No, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It could have happened. I was imagining it happened.
That's what you want?
It could happen.
It could happen. We'll see. Yeah, so this episode, man, I have actually some pretty crazy news for you.
Really?
Yeah. All right, first guy, Michael Landon. You know him?
No. No, I don't know who that is.
Michael Landon was an actor.
All right.
Is an actor. Michael Landon is the actor from Little House on the Prairie, the dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy?
Yeah.
Ingalls. Little Joe Ingalls.
Okay.
You remember him now? You can picture him?
I picture his face, yeah.
Well, check this out, man. So he was born in 1936.
Okay.
He died. He passed away.
Really? I mean, he's pretty old. 1936.
He died in 1991.
1991?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Yeah, probably.
So
pretty old. Like
yeah,
70.
he wasn't that old.
You remember his death?
He wasn't that old, man.
Yeah, he wasn't like that old, but that's still pretty old.
It's sad.
Yeah.
All right, the next guy, another Michael. All right,
Okay.
this next one is gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
I can't believe anybody hasn't talked about this yet. It's actually kind of crazy. Have you heard of a guy named Michael Jordan?
I have.
Dude. Michael Jordan. I don't know what year he was born, man. I don't have it, but
You don't have.
can you guess what happened to him?
Did he die?
I'll tell you. Michael Jordan was spotted puffing a cigar on an $8 million super yacht in Costa Rica.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Like a couple weeks ago.
That changes everything, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't even believe that. That's insane.
Yeah. $8 million super yacht.
I'm not even sure if I should go to work tomorrow now.
Right. It's like I need to take a couple days just to like process that and deal with it, you know?
Yeah. That's, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, 3 Michaels.
That is a lot of news.
Crazy facts, man.
Yeah.
That's what I have for you today. So
Really?
yeah. Just every episode, I'm just gonna bring you things that no one knows yet. You know what I mean? Or maybe there'll be something that somebody knows.
Right.
Right. But
That's really good.
yeah. So yeah, man.
Thank you.
That's what I got today.
Thank you so much for that.
What have you been up to lately? What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What was yesterday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I did a good number of things on Saturday.
You went to the movies, right?
Yeah, I did.
What movie did you watch?
I saw Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. It was a good movie. Russell Crowe was not in it. But it was I really liked the way that they continued on from the last Gladiator and the storyline.
Which you've seen?
I have seen the first one.
Okay, I have not seen.
You have not seen the
I
first
haven't
one?
seen it, dude.
You have not seen Gladiator?
Nope.
Alright.
At least not the whole thing. Definitely
Yeah.
not the whole thing.
And people get mad that I don't know people named Michael Landon.
Well, yeah, no.
It's like, come on.
He was pretty... I know who Russell Crowe is. I know he was in Gladiator. I just didn't see the movie.
I got you. That's alright.
Gladiator 2, you liked it, huh?
It was a good movie.
I saw a movie too yesterday.
What did you see?
A Complete Unknown.
A Complete Unknown? Like you don't know what it is? Or
That was the name of the movie.
That was the name of the movie?
Yeah, the Bob Dylan movie.
Okay.
Starring Timothée Chalamet.
I know who that is.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah. He did good in the movie, actually. Really good.
Really?
He worked on it for like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Because like in the middle of the movie, I think the strike happened or whatever. So like it was like they had to stop working on it.
Yeah.
Basically, but it was like a 5-year span that he had to like he played all the music and he actually sang.
Yeah.
Because like I think they were gonna dub it, but they ended up just using Timothée Chalamet. He actually sounds a lot like Bob Dylan. I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was a little bit slow.
Okay.
But I thought it was good.
Wow.
But dude, speaking of Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
one of the best musicians of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Our next segment is about another amazing band. One of the best bands that's ever existed.
Really?
Have you heard of it? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I might know who you're talking about.
4G.
4G, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
4G.
Those guys.
They are crazy good.
That
it's insane.
slaps.
The things that they're doing just blow my mind.
It blows my mind more.
The things that we're doing because
Yeah.
we are.
We are 4G.
So yeah, in our next segment, we have Christian Hall on, and we talk about just the band, how it started,
Yeah.
a little bit of the history and story behind some of the music, and a little bit into the direction that we're headed.
Yeah, people think, who know the band and know us personally, they think that there's not a lot of history or a lot of thought and intention that has led the band to where it's at. But
Right.
truth is, our story is pretty colorful, and
Yeah.
it's really worth listening to in this next segment.
A colorful story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool. So check it out.
Yeah.
And we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, you're going to hear all about 4G.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Welcome back, guys. We are here with Christian. He is a member of our band 4G.
Heck yeah.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about our band and how it started.
Yeah.
And what is coming next for us.
Perfect.
So looking towards the future.
Yeah, a little bit of it. But we're going to start with some background stuff.
Sweet. Sounds good.
All right. So it was 2016.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
We were in Christian's bedroom.
Yeah. Yep.
And we had an acoustic guitar.
One.
One acoustic guitar.
No, wait. We had two.
No, one.
I swear we had two.
Maybe it was two.
I think we had two.
Okay.
We had one that was like an actual acoustic guitar.
Okay.
I mean, they both were. It was like a classical guitar and a normal acoustic guitar. But the classical guitar only had like 4 strings.
Right.
It hadn't been tuned in, I think, a couple of years. So.
Yeah. And it was me and
Yep.
you
Yep.
and Cole
Mm-hmm.
and Will.
Yep.
We were hanging out like we always did.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, let's just make a song. How did it start?
I think it started well. Will had his like the app on his phone where he'd rap into it.
Oh, he would talk into it.
Yeah, he'd talk into it and then it turned it into a rap to like a beat.
And he made a rap about your dad.
Yeah, like Mr. Mike rides a bike.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Down the spike or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It was pretty goofy. And
Yeah.
then we just like got out the guitars and we were like, the idea was let's just
Record a song.
have fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
record a song.
And I think you probably started playing the guitar, just playing whatever.
Yeah, I think I was just playing whatever chords, and then you had the other one. I think
No, I think Cole did.
was it Cole?
I feel like I was hitting on like a bucket or something.
Okay, that also tracks. Something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like me playing guitar, Cole playing guitar.
Yeah, and I was just
You-
like smacking something right now.
Yeah, doing
Makes sense.
percussion, and Will was lead vocalist.
Will was like, he carried that song vocally.
Yeah, he was the lyricist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he killed it.
Yeah, it was a song. It was like a ballad.
What was the
It
song
was
about?
a ballad. It's called She Said No.
She said no.
We didn't
Yeah.
practice it or come up with any lyrics. We just started playing
You just
And
started
then
playing.
we just hit record. And
on an iPod Touch.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
It was
iPod
probably just like an
Touch.
iPod Touch, like place smacking it
Right in the
over.
middle, and we were like
That was
sitting
a
in a
loud
circle. And
And you just started playing.
yeah,
She said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
and Will was singing, and somehow this song ended up revolving around me a little bit.
Yeah,
As,
it was
like the main character.
It
of
turned
the
into
song,
like a story about Kyle.
So it was
which
inspired
I
from
did
Kyle.
not volunteer myself to be.
But you were the inspiration of the She Said No song?
Yeah.
No. It had nothing to do with anything that was real.
It wasn't.
Did
It
it?
wasn't. It wasn't realistic. It was like complete fiction.
Yeah.
No reflection
But-
on
No,
reality.
Honestly,
Probably not.
I think if anything, it was just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just busting my butt.
But yeah,
Awesome.
And Will was singing on it, and we all just kind of like sang in different times.
we got the classic like 4G chorus going. You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
like the
Yeah.
So we recorded that song, and then
2016, right?
that was 2016. I
Yeah.
think I was like, I had the song, like the file, and I like ran it through a online mastering thing that like somehow like normalized the levels a little bit, maybe brought out some more of the vocals.
I didn't know you ran it through a master thing.
Yeah, like a online, like a master your track online, and I put it in there and spit it out, and I just put it on SoundCloud.
I remember you put it on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
What year was that? 2016?
2016.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still go on SoundCloud and see
Yeah.
that we
Have
have that
song.
song.
Okay.
It's
But we came up with the name for the band. It was 4G.
4 guys.
4 guys, which also had something to do with like 4 Gs of force, like kind of thing.
Okay.
It was something like that.
I'm not surprised.
I didn't know that.
We had 4 guys.
Yeah.
And we were putting a lot of force into the music. That was like our.
Oh.
But it was spelled Fourgee.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4G.
4G.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we got. So that was on SoundCloud.
Okay.
It was on SoundCloud for like ages.
Yeah. And then in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
I think 2020.
4 years later.
Yeah. It was a good bit
was
later.
it 2021 maybe?
It was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah. Christian was in town.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
come home during the summer.
This might have been in the summer.
Yeah.
And Cole was here. He had a house. He was living here in his house.
That's right.
He just got married like in the spring or something. Or was this because were you here because he was getting married?
No, it was after that.
After that, yeah.
Yeah, it was after he got married, and then
Yeah.
I came home. And
Yeah.
I was like visiting, and we got all the boys together.
Well, we were playing tennis. Me, you, and
Really?
Cole were playing tennis.
And then
And we were just messing around, having fun.
okay,
And
I thought we went to the brewery or
not
to get ciders.
not for this, I don't think.
I think for that first album.
Oh, not the album. This is the Odyssey.
Yeah,
The
Oh,
EP?
I think that's when we went to like
Sly Clydes?
yeah Slyclides to get ciders,
Okay.
and then we came back to
Then
Cole's
we came
house.
back to Cole's house. Yeah.
And it was pretty late, and so we were all just like delirious.
I remember we were playing tennis and we called Will
Okay,
and we were like, dude, it's time to record music.
that sounds more accurate.
Get your butt to Cole's house right now. And it was like 10:30 or something.
At night?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
it was late.
And Will was like, man, I just laid down in bed.
Okay, I think you're right.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, I guess I'll come.
I'm glad he came.
Yeah, and so we met at Cole's house, maybe after a cider, I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember either.
And Cole had like basically an empty bedroom.
Yeah, that he used as his office.
Yeah. And he had acoustic and an electric.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I don't think we had any bass really at this time.
No, we didn't. We just sat around on the floor
We sat on the floor.
and just recorded into someone's phone.
We recorded into a phone. Might have been
Yeah.
my phone, maybe, or Cole's phone. I'm not sure.
That makes sense.
But we
Was this, you were recording an album or what were you recording?
just wanted to make music. We decided to make an EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we recorded 4 songs? Or 5
Well,
songs?
it started with like, we'll record a sequel to She Said No,
That's
and it
right.
turned into
Oh.
She Said Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The sequel to She Said No is She Said Yes.
Right.
And it was a continuation of the same story from She Said No.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
interesting. So the whole
Yeah.
storyline is continuing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It ends on a does it? I'm not sure.
I don't think
Redemption
it does.
song is like kind of happy.
Yeah.
Redemption
I don't know.
song.
For a second, I was like,
She Said No, I think started out as good, and then I think at the end it ends
Yeah, it
up
turns
reverting
sour.
back.
Yeah. She Said Yes starts good,
Yes.
ends bad,
Right.
then it gets worse, and then a little bit worse, and then like crazy, and then
Yeah.
it gets a little better.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you have Redemption Song, which is,
Redemption.
Kind of
That's right. It's
the
like-
resolution of the whole EP.
and that's why we called it Odyssey, because it was a story.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
And it was a story.
it was like a whoo. You know, you dip way up high, you're high spirits, and then it all comes crashing down, and then you pick yourself, put the pieces back together. Man.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is how you guys felt.
And Dana.
and-
This is all a fictitious story.
yeah, it's just kind of like,
But
the
Dana-
story that bebopped in our head. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Cole's wife
Yeah.
plays violin.
Right.
And she was there when we were recording this stuff. And for the first song, she played violin on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so we have a phone, acoustic,
And electric.
violin,
Okay.
and
So quite a few more
again,
instruments.
like a Tupperware bin that I'm just kind of
Oh.
beating on terribly.
just-
It sounds really terrible.
Okay. So she said yes. Redemption. What else was in the Odyssey?
Yeah, she said yes. Big black grizzly bear.
Big black grizzly bear.
On the road.
Yep. And then I think it was Redemption song.
I guess so. It seems right.
There
We
might
could
be more
pull it
than
up,
that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of like the basic.
And you did all those
EP.
in that one night.
We did that all in like a few hours.
Yeah, maybe
It was
3
just
hours.
like boom, boom, boom. I mean, the whole thing was like one take.
One take. No prep.
No prep.
Like, we might talk a little bit about it. Like,
Yeah,
hey, these
yeah.
are the chords I'm going to be playing. And then it's like the second guitarist would be like, okay, like,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. You know,
But
maybe
no
play like
lyrics
root
at
notes
all.
or
Gotcha.
something. But like,
Lyrically, it was like whoever had something to say just sung.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just went back and forth all around.
yeah, it's kind of like round robin style. Like, everyone just like goes.
Yeah.
You know,
But for
you spew.
for Big Black Grizzly Bear, we pulled up a drum track
I do remember that.
on a computer, on a laptop, and then we played it through a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then the mic on the iPhone or whatever was recording.
Yeah.
And it
the
recorded
Bluetooth
it all
speaker.
at once.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So these are single track recordings, no
in
practice.
one room with
one
like,
room.
Yeah.
maybe a
It's
desk in
challenging.
it.
Yeah. Terrible acoustics.
Yeah.
And
That was the EP.
okay.
And I was
The
like,
Odyssey.
dude, I could put this on Spotify.
I was like, oh, we're going there.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
full send. Like, how much
Yeah.
does it cost?
It was like $20 a year.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, that's so worth it. Because we all wanted to just hear the songs that we made together.
Yeah.
Sure.
On
At
a
this,
platform.
at
that
this
was
point, the band is
universal,
like
basically.
four dudes that were like been friends since kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now we're like all kind of starting to live separate lives. But we got together and just made music, and we just wanted to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
So I put it on Spotify mainly for that reason, also, you know, just for fun.
Okay.
I think also, like, the music was just, like, a way to connect with each other.
Exactly.
Like, it's like I get to see these guys maybe once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, being able to come and, like, make music like that and then, like, take it home with me and listen, it was like, oh, like,
it's really cool.
yeah, like, these are my homies. Like,
Yeah.
we're still good friends, even though I live, you know,
Yeah.
thousands of miles away.
Sure.
You know?
And that's what it's been really since then. It's just our connection point.
Is the music. Gotcha.
It's just been like a super easy way to just immediately get right back into it. You know what I mean?
It really is.
Wow. And that, sorry, what year was that?
2020 or 2021, I don't remember.
In the summertime?
Yeah, sometime in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a single, then we had an EP, and the EP was just like phone tracks that were just put directly to Spotify, no editing or anything.
Dude,
Okay.
it might have been 2022.
It might have been, maybe.
It was pretty late.
Was it?
It would have
It
had
might have
to
been
been.
6 years later, yeah. That
Yeah, it
sounds
would have
right.
had to been.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Because then the next thing was
2023
Yeah.
at my bachelor party, I think.
hmm
No, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You had your bachelor party, and the whole like concept is that your
Yeah.
bachelor party would just be recording another album.
Yeah, a whole album.
A whole
we
album.
wanted to put out an entire album.
Yeah.
And we recorded one album in one day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there. This is when I entered.
This is Carter's introduction to 4G.
Yeah.
Because it was like
You were getting married.
just your, like, all the guys in your wedding party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were staying here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're doing an album.
Yeah.
That's the party.
Yeah, that was wild.
I think-
that was fun.
Yeah.
It was
really fun.
It was
Yeah.
rowdy, but it was good.
It was good. Yeah, I
And-
think we did 90% in that one night, and then I think we did Moonrise the morning after.
Maybe.
No,
I don't think
we
so.
did
I think-
Moonrise that night.
Yeah, because the last song we recorded was The Night's End Blues.
I do
because
remember
was
that.
the end of the night.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because we were like, all right, we've hit
We
the
hit a
wall. And then we were like, we're going to keep recording
Yeah.
one more song.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Night's
Okay.
End Blues, which was terrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's popular on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like 300 plays on YouTube, which
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Um,
As far as like the inspiration for Midnight Iliad was that because you have a completely new selection of songs there, like new storylines, pretty much new everything.
yeah.
Although we did do another big black grizzly bear.
We tried to come up with a different version of that song.
Yeah.
That didn't really come to fruition.
No,
Yeah,
really. I think that album was more so just like, oh, we're like actually starting to like maybe even touch the like basic building blocks of what making music is like.
Yeah.
Like we're still not quite there. Still just like kind of one take, one.
Yeah.
You know, all chaos, single track.
For sure.
At this point, we're recording on a USB Chinese mic, one mic for the whole room, recording into Audacity.
Right.
And some of the songs were accidentally recorded on the laptop mic, not the like the webcam mic.
I remember that.
So some of the songs are just terrible quality, but still one mic, one take. Like a few of the songs we played multiple times.
Yeah.
But still very raw.
Yeah.
In terms of writing.
And I mean, we'd work pieces out. I remember that specifically, like trying to work pieces out and like what fits with this, like, you know, what fits with this. But it wasn't, we never like sat down and we're like verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus, you know,
right,
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, all right, this is a riff I played. This sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like,
let's make a song about it.
Let's make a song, like, you know, tie in all these instruments with it and just like see where it takes us.
For sure.
Yeah. This was the introduction of recording our own drums on an acoustic kit in a room with guitars, bass, acoustic, vocals.
We had a keyboard too.
Keyboard.
Yeah, that's right.
All into the same mic. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It was wild. And that's when we found out about your, like, just lyrical talent.
Must have been the river.
That was the, I think the river was my baby. Because, I remember that. I think River, we were taking a break. And I think it was you, Christian, maybe? I think it was you. You were, like, just playing something on the guitar.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, you know, singing along. And then you were like, oh, we should record that. And I was like, oh, okay. Take me down the river.
Yeah. I feel like, in a sense, like, that's where, like, some of it just are... I mean, not that we've had any, like, great success. Yeah. But, like, the songs that have stood out that, like, you know, you show, like, a family member, like, hey, check out this, like, band that we have on Spotify. And then they, like, listen to it and they're like, oh, yeah, River. Yeah. Or, you know, some, like, the other... Moonrise is another one. Like, some of those are, like, the ones that, like, kind of... stand out when I talk to people that like have an outside view of the band.
For sure.
And I think it tends to arise from just like we're just messing around and we're like, oh, that sounds good.
Right.
Like, let's flow with that and see where it takes us.
We're natural. Yeah.
And that's how Lover's Plea started too, yeah?
Yes. Did Wednesday Night come out before Lover's Plea?
Wednesday Night came out like...
it was recorded with the album.
Right. But
it was like the first song we recorded.
Yeah.
And then we dropped it as a single.
After the album or before?
Before the album.
Okay.
Before the album. And then you kept working on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The album wasn't quite ready yet.
Yeah.
And I was doing like stuff to it in Reaper just to like try to make it sound
somewhat better.
But yeah, I didn't know what I was doing and I was using Audacity, which is just terrible for trying to master an album. And then
Wednesday Night was dedicated
the recordings were terrible.
To Shift Ministries.
Yeah.
At Nakona Church, shout out.
Yeah,
it was.
For sure. It was for our core audience at the time.
Yeah.
And still is our core audience.
I'd say so, probably. Yeah. So when did we release Midnight Iliad?
November 4th.
November 4th.
What is when it 2023?
2023, November 4th is when it hit Spotify.
Yeah.
Been a hot minute.
And that was when you got married.
That was the day I got married. Was the day.
So that was just like a big day for you.
Yeah, for sure.
First album with the band, 4G, and getting married in one day. That's pretty sick. Yeah.
And then after that, we had this Lover's Plea song.
Yeah, Lover's Plea. Holy cow.
Where did Lover's Plea arise? Because I have like something in mind, but like...
You can...
I generated it. It's kind of like... how you guys generated She Said No. It's just a fake storyline about somebody whose heart's broken.
I like to some degree thought that like some of that like the guitar on it came out of a song that you were writing for Sarah. Like we were like, should we piece together a song because they're about to get married?
Yeah.
You know, it was like create a love song for them.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it panned out.
Do you remember that song?
I think so.
I vaguely remember.
I think so, yeah.
It was something like that.
Right. And that's when I started working with you for the contractor. And, we just kind of started working on it, I think. And I wrote lyrics for it. Heavy song, man. Super heavy.
It's a little intense, honestly.
It's very intense. And the violin, too.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this song is where we really started to open up our skill set recording-wise.
Yeah.
It was our first song recorded with this mic.
Yep.
It was still one take, but we recorded it on this mic.
Was it one take?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, like one mic, one track.
Oh, one track. Yeah.
And then we recorded it in a real digital audio workstation, and then we added like backing tracks to it.
Yeah.
On top of that. But yeah, Dana played violin for us again.
Yeah, which I think elevated the song to a whole new level.
Makes it super emotional.
It really does.
And it's a good song, I think.
I love it. I mean, you got to be in a more specific mood, but it really is a nice song to listen to.
Yeah. And then from that song, which is Winter of 24, to about 6 months later in August.
Yeah, summer of 2024.
Yeah. When we dropped Get Away From Me.
Yeah.
Which was basically just every random song that we recorded since the last album.
Yeah, it was a hodgepodge.
Yeah, just totally just whatever we had come up with over the year. It was kind of like...
That's really interesting because...
Tried to bang it out, finish it, and put it in an album.
Because that has the most, in my opinion, has the most consistency in terms of theme.
Yeah, I think just like as we started to make more music, we started to somewhat create our own sound a little bit.
Okay.
Like we just did totally random stuff and
yeah, it's kind of just like, oh, this sounds good. Like before, like, you know, just kind of throw together whatever we could.
And
we do sort of have a little bit of a sound. At
a little bit.
It's still very wide range of genre influences and stuff.
I'll say I wasn't here, right? I was on the trail.
You were on the Appalachian Trail.
I didn't even know you guys were working on another album.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, we dropped an album. I was like, what? And so I looked it up on Spotify and I started listening to it. And at first I was kind of like, man, I can't believe they recorded an album without me.
I mean, what were we supposed to do, man?
I don't know. But then I kept listening and I was like, wow, this is really good. Like the sound quality was like, I thought immensely better.
10 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first, like, the theme and, like, the genre, I was kind of like, okay, like, I can kind of get with this. I was a little bit hesitant, but then as I listened to it more and more, I was like, yeah, it sounds really good. And I started listening to it, like, every day when I was hiking.
Nice.
So, like, those songs are, like, ingrained in my mind now and associated with me being on the trail, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Cool. For Get Away From Me, we wanted to kind of take our new approach to recording and bring that to some of our older songs, like River.
Yeah.
Christian kind of wrote like a new acoustic version of the song.
Yeah.
I think we just like took what you had and added structure to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same lyrics, but it's a little bit shorter and a little bit more structured. And we added, it just has like acoustic bass, a little percussion box, and a box of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Is the snare.
Oh, yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was River. And we called it the Founders version because it was the 4
of us
OG members of the band.
Yeah.
No Carter completely recorded that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also used Lover's Plea again.
Right.
And we used a demo track of the song, not the master track, no single.
Which I actually prefer that version.
Really?
I love it because I don't know. I think it captures the essence of the song.
Very raw.
Yeah.
No violin.
Yeah.
And we took that track and we added a synth to it.
That's right.
And then we faded the synth into this other song we have called Only One.
Yeah.
Which has the same lyrics from Lover's Plea.
That's right.
But it's just
a different song.
It's a different song.
It's kind of just like a little tag onto Lover's Plea.
I love that song.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And you could listen to them both as like one song almost.
I think the synth and like kind of blending the songs together is what makes that album feel more whole.
Yeah.
Because like the songs have like a cohesiveness and it's just like not like abrupt end on one and then you start a completely like song that's so disparate in so many ways. Like there's a little more cohesiveness.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lover's Plea and Only One are totally different, but they just have like that nice little transition.
Yeah.
And then Cole also had some of his songs on that album. Some stuff he came up with. Get Away From Me was going to be like a EP, and then it just kind of like... We had all these songs already recorded, so let's just throw them into an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the recording was still pretty quick. We didn't do too many takes. Like, I mean, you can definitely hear it in some songs. Like, there's definitely a fair bit of mess in a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes. But we didn't really care at the time.
Yeah, I still don't think we care too much.
We still don't care too much, but we have gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And our next song is going to be a single.
It is.
Called The Green Tunnel.
The Green Tunnel.
And that's a song that you wrote on the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. Yeah, Appalachian Trail inspired. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It's been a lot of work figuring out how I want it to be. But really excited about it. Yeah.
And we've been working on that song for like 6 months.
Several months. Yeah.
You guys have just been sitting on it. Like you've
it's
done
been
like
incubating,
things and just like kind of let it simmer, so to say.
It's difficult because I wrote it in a specific way on the trail, and I knew I didn't really like the lyrics. I liked, but in terms of like the tempo and the rhythm, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted it to be like that, the original way that I wrote it. And we started messing with it and the music tracks, and I could tell like it just the way I wrote the lyrics, the old way, wasn't gonna blend with the way that the music was being recorded, and so I had to change up just the way I have been singing it and stuff. But I think the change really elevates it and makes it even better than it was. So I'm really stoked about that. That's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully within a month or so. That single will be on Spotify.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're just gonna keep working on singles as we can, a couple more singles, and we just want to really take our time with them and turn them into better songs.
Yeah.
And then hopefully later this year we can do another album. We have so many songs that are in the works.
Yeah.
So many ideas.
Yeah.
Definitely not lacking on creativity. Yeah.
And we need to just shape all those songs into an album.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do it like we used to.
Yeah, rush it.
They're going to be good songs. The whole album.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's not going to be rushed.
I think that's been like an exciting thing to experience, is just like going from the like, oh, yeah, we had this cool idea, like
record it,
like let's put it out there, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just like kind of fun with it. And I mean, obviously this is still really fun, but like also like being able to like say like, okay, we have this idea, like how do we actually like craft something out of it? Because before it was just like, you know, taking the idea and like turning that into something and just kind of seeing what comes of it.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, okay, how do we like, feels almost like, you know, you're woodworking something, you know.
For
how
sure.
am I crafting this like, so to say, piece of art, you know.
Yeah.
The quality of that piece of art still is not exceptional, but it's cool to see that progression of like going from like hodgepodge, just throw it together, to like thought and intention and just letting it like sit.
Yeah.
A lot more forethought and deliberation.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, if you guys want to check it out on Spotify, It's 4G, Fourg.
So you changed the spelling.
Yeah, we had to change the spelling for a couple of reasons. One was Spotify. There was already another band that had the old spelling. And then also it just seemed to kind of... We kept getting comments about, like, orgy. Like, you know? And we just didn't want to be associated with that.
Yeah.
So we changed it to Fourg.
Gotcha.
But if you wanted to dive through our discography, start what she said now.
I mean, if you want, I'd almost say just like start just start wherever you like think looks interesting. Like,
yeah,
you know, listen to it, find something that sounds like interesting, and then go from there. And then
yeah.
But She Said No is the OG.
It is the OG single, and it's that's where it all started.
It is. It was something.
Yeah,
a lot of progress has been made.
Definitely.
In comparison, yes.
Yeah. So really stay tuned for the Green Tunnel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Thanks, Christian, for sharing.
Thanks for having me on. It's good to talk about the band.
4G.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Sick.
We'll be back in just a second.
Yeah.
With some more stuff for you to hear.
You did.
Well, that was a crazy segment there with Christian.
That was awesome, dude. So good to hear all that stuff about 4G.
And we don't have a sponsor for the podcast, but you can kind of think of like 4G as like the...
Yeah.
Because we're using all the same equipment.
Partnership.
Yeah, partnership. In the same studio.
Yeah.
Same equipment.
Yeah.
That we're producing this podcast in. So if you want to help, head over to Spotify, look up 4G.
Please do.
Listen to some of our songs.
Yep. Especially some of the ones that have just come out, man. I mean, those are just absolute ballers. They slap so hard.
They do. They really do.
They really do. Good. It's great to listen to. Just share the music, you know, with a friend or whoever you want.
You can listen to it on YouTube too, if you want.
I like to, whenever somebody homeless, you know, is on the street asking me for money, I'm just like, I don't have any money to give you, man, but
I can give you this gift of music.
It's just music that 4G on Spotify plays, and it's so good. I just usually just pass
4G on Spotify plays.
I just pass it along so they can just share it with all their friends.
What's more valuable than a quarter?
The
gift of 4G. Song. So yeah, up next we have a few comments here on YouTube that I just kind of want to sift through a little bit, all from one person.
Really?
Yeah.
Must be a big fan. Should we shout out their name?
I'm gonna try to say it here. It's let's see, Lena Lauren, I think is what it is.
Lena Lauren
6784.
6784. Kind of sounds like a fake person.
I don't know who it is, man. Right. But so first comment that they commented, thank you, it was topic for the podcast. Have you ever given or gotten a wedgie? If so, what's the story?
Sorry.
Which first I was like, wow, that's a great comment. That's so random.
Yeah.
You know, it's perfect podcast material.
Yeah.
Which we've definitely given some.
I have some distinct memories of, you know, pain in my area where the wedgies that you have executed. Yeah,
for sure. Anyway, so then I responded, you know, wedgies come natural with brotherhood. Obviously, you know, we've been through that.
Yeah.
And they replied, Elena Lauren replied, LOL, sounds like a funny dare then for the next episode.
A funny dare?
Yeah, so then I was like, whoa, wait a second here. Whoa.
What does that mean?
Exactly. What does that mean? Are you trying to get us to give each other a wedgie on the internet?
We wouldn't do that.
I was like, well, that's crazy, man. But then, later, she commented on a different video, dare you to play rock, paper, scissors... Loser gets a wedgie.
No way.
And then I was like, man, this person is just trolling us for wedgies now.
What the heck?
So Lena Lauren, I'm sorry. Maybe
in a short.
I don't know if we can do that, man.
Yeah, this is a set, you know.
Loser gets a wedgie? I just can't do that.
That sounds pretty
yeah. So then I was like, 3 comments about wedgies. I think you're trolling us, or you just have a weird obsession with wedgies. I'm sorry. I hope you can get the help that you need.
I'm here for some light trolling,
Yeah, light trolling.
Wedgies are
painful.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wedgies are a thing of the past.
Yeah. The other thing that I want to highlight today is this guy. H Hunter 9016. This guy,
I've heard of H Hunter.
He was our 2nd subscriber.
Shout out to
on my personal channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Before Bubba and the Bug channel even started.
Came out, yeah.
And he's been a dedicated fan since day one.
Maybe we'll give him a t-shirt.
T-shirt, maybe. We don't have any t-shirts right now. We don't have any merch at the moment. If you guys want some merch, you can let us know, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to shout out H Hunter 9016. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for who you are and who you mean to us. It's very special.
Yeah, thanks, H Hunter.
Yeah. So thanks, man.
Yeah.
We're at 108 subscribers right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy.
We're super thankful for that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of blows my mind, actually, a little bit.
It does, that there would even be 100 people to even consider listening to us talk.
We started from nothing.
Yeah.
We have no fame that we're riding on.
No, not much.
We have no sponsors. We're just 2 guys just recording and just putting it on the internet. You know, just because we want to.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun. And we're just thankful to have 100 people that are following along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm here for that.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Episode 7. Another one in the books, man.
Yeah. It's really good recordings with you, man.
You like it?
Yeah.
Should we do another one?
Think about it.
Think about it. Man. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Good job. So every time Carter and I are on the phone and we're getting ready to hang up, we do this thing that we're about to do right now. Just kind of go into like a country.
Yeah. When I finish talking, I'm just like, all right, man, I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Yep.
And I'll just say it back,
Yep.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
So that's what we're going to do every episode now. Hope that annoys you.
Yeah.
Because it's the point of it. And it kind of goes on and on for unnecessarily long.
Yep.
It's like, bye-bye now.
All right.
All right, then.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Talk to you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Good talking to you, buddy.
All right. All right. Talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.